today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason in free agency and through the draft. Did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback, Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins left.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up with Conley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5 now. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete to O.J. Howard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Again, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Aaron Jones.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Winfield Jr.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Funches has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers.
Rodgers pass.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit and put some points on the board on this one.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Up 3rd and 4.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall one under pressure, down he goes. David came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
The tackle will get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Winfield Jr.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
3 and out.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball carrier. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
For the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. 23-17, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 31-21, the final score.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Brady now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The pitch to Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Fournette on the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now, Pollard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
There defensively.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Brady. And he finds Howard complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25 yards.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Number 17.
Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 yards on the
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up third and 4.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
24-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
With the score,
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 7 yards the pickup. First down Tampa. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a pickup of 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The score, Buccaneers.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, Brady. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
at their own 25-yard line.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Complete, this is Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Mark.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Bananas got one. It's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady now to throw, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Packers' 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. There's overload.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Vaughn on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27.
Again, a run with Vaughn. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3.